Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मामृतङ्गमय। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। Good morning. So please see page number 118, 118. The second quote in the page. The mind uncontrolled and unguided will drag us down, down forever, rend us, kill us, and the mind controlled and guided will save us, free us. It is, next quote, it is meditation that brings us nearer to truth than anything else. All knowledge depends upon the calmness of mind. So, the mind uncontrolled, unguided, will drag us down, down forever, rend us, kill us. When the mind controlled and guided will save us, free us. Today, a new tendency has developed among people where they don't take full charge of their life. They don't bother to control their mind because there are counselors, because there are psychologists, there are psychiatrists. You mean that mind doctors? Doctors who will treat the mind, right? Just as we have doctors to treat the body, whenever we have some sickness or ailment, we go to a doctor. We take medicines so the body gets cured. In the same way, there are doctors for mind also, counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists. I don't have to control my mind. When it becomes too much of a trouble for me, I will see these counselors and doctors, psychiatrists. They will help me to control my mind, to repair my mind. But you need to understand that your mind is your responsibility. It should be in your control. Medicines can cure the body, but there is no medicine for the mind except meditation, self control. You have to control it yourself. I will not control it. I will let it go the way it likes. And when it becomes too much of a trouble, I'll go to a counselor. I'll go to a psychologist. See, you can go, but why you bring yourself to such a situation? I'm asking. Here and there are certain physiological issues. You can see a psychiatrist because there are some physiological issues, and not that it depends on your control. There are some structural things, some chemical disturbances happen, some different sodium, potassium. You know that. So in that case, actually, you can go to a psychiatrist and take help and take some medicines. But you need to understand that medicines, they don't work on thought. Mind is bundle of thoughts. Thought is subtler than matter. No material can work. No tablet can really help you control the mind. You have to control it yourself. If there is a negative thought, you have to give a counter positive thought. If you don't pay attention to it, the nature of the mind is such it picks up garbage, it picks up negative thoughts constantly on a regular basis. Slowly, slowly, it will weaken you. That's why Swami says it will rend us, it will kill us, uncontrolled, unguided. If you don't pay attention to it, it becomes your enemy. And I want to tell you is that for 99% of the people, there is no other enemy. Their own mind is the enemy. A mind which is not actually, which doesn't take instructions from me is the enemy. That's all. A mind which refuses to cooperate with me. Bro, what is the problem of this concentration? Your mind is not listening to you. You want to concentrate, but that is not listening. Yes? Is that? That is the problem, right? It's not taking instructions from you. It doesn't want to obey you. It doesn't want to listen to you. Right? That's what the problem is. So in our ancient days, in this culture, education means control of the mind only. Swami says the goal of education is concentration of mind. Today, educated people come and tell that I'm not able to control my mind. Okay, I have this problem of concentration. But whereas Swami says the goal of education itself is concentration of mind. Everything else will happen automatically. When you have concentration, you can acquire any skill in no time. But if you develop highest degree of concentration, you will penetrate through the mystery of the nature. You will have God for yourself. Otherwise, you see, God is all providing. If you have the right kind of observation, you will be overwhelmed seeing this universe itself. Because today people are getting bored. You just look at a small thing, a seed you put into the soil. What chemical reactions happen there, we don't know. No scientist has ever known. That seed slowly grows into a small sapling. The sapling becomes bigger and bigger and bigger and becomes a tree. How many chemical reactions are involved? Okay, when it yields fruits and flowers. What is going on within that tree? Which scientist has known? We know something about it. But there is so much of complexity to every simple phenomenon in this universe that if you really pay attention, you'll be overwhelmed at every point of time. ప్రతి నిమిషం కూడా మనకు ఆశ్చర్యం అనిపిస్తుంది సృష్టి చూస్తుంటేనే ఆటోమేటికల్గా మనకి ఏంటంటే ఎవరు రచించారు ఈ సృష్టిని అనిపిస్తుంది దెన్ యూ విల్ బి రిమెంబర్డ్ ఆఫ్ గాడ్ దెర్ ఈస్ ఎ ఫండమెంటల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ హయ్యర్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ విచ్ హెస్ కన్సీవ్డ్ విచ్ హెస్ డిజైన్ దిస్ యూనివర్స్ విచ్ ఈస్ ప్రొఫౌండ్లీ కాంప్లెక్స్ సో ఇన్ అవర్ ఓన్ బాడీ వెన్ యూ ఈట్ ఫుడ్ how many chemical reactions are taking place in breaking the food, right? In giving you the energy. We know something about it, very little, 0.001% maybe. There's no way, there's no scope an individual can know everything about it. So much of science, so much of mechanism is involved here. There is a fundamental intelligence which is actually directing all. So that's what I'm saying, that attention, today everybody, attention deficiency syndrome has come. People are not paying attention to things and they're not taking charge of their own mind. So my mind is my responsibility. So on a daily basis, you need to work upon your own mind, whether it is taking instructions from me or not. Okay? Gather good thought, gather positive thought. Try to purify itself as much as you can. It's easy to concentrate a pure mind, Swami says. And how you will become pure, how you can ensure the purity of the mind, how mind becomes pure? By repeating God's name. This is a simple and technique. Your mind only comes under your control when you take God's name, because God is actually the fundamental intelligence which has conceived and which has created the mind. The moment you utter God's name with the mind, and mind actually becomes pure and becomes calm and quiet. But that utterance of God's name must be done with love. So, does God exist? You may have a question. No, I don't believe in God Himself. When I said God, I mean the fundamental intelligence that has conceived this universe. Okay? Not some image sitting in a temple or not somebody up in the sky. I'm talking about that ultimate intelligence which is all pervading, which is there in every atom. So you're repeating that name of that power. So that actually helps you to purify the mind and the mind will come under your control. So okay, take full charge of your mind. దాన్ని వదిలేసి అది పూర్తిగా మనకి అంటే మన కంట్రోల్ దాటిపోయిన తర్వాత పెద్ద ట్రబుల్ అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఓకే ఐ విల్ గో టు సైకాలజిస్ట్ సైక్రియాటిస్ట్ అండ్ విల్ గెట్ మై మైండ్ రిపేర్డ్. నో సచ్ థింగ్. Your mind is your responsibility. Okay? Cultivate it, train it, focus it, and it becomes easy for you to achieve success in life. Thank you. Have a nice day.